We've heard of lions, tigers, and bears, but I guarantee you've never met animals like these. One has a finger so freaky, it looks like it escaped from a horror movie, and the other is a walking tank with a tongue longer than its body. Today's showdown is so strange, it'll make you question if nature's just trolling us now. Welcome to the battle of the world's weirdest creatures, the ai versus the pangolin. Today's matchup is truly bizarre. It's the spooky-fingered ai versus the armored enigma known as the pangolin, two nocturnal oddballs that couldn't be more different or more awesome. And here's something that'll blow your mind from the start. The ai was once thought to be extinct. The pangolin is the most trafficked mammal in the world, more than rhinos or elephants. Stick around as we dive into 10 epic categories to find out which of these two wins the Crown of Quirkiness, and you get to help decide. Let's get weird. Meet the ai, native to Madagascar. Physical characteristics. With its bushy tail, wide staring eyes, and ridiculously long middle finger, the ai looks like Tim Burton designed it. That middle finger, it's longer than all the others and is super skinny, used for tapping and fishing out food. It's kind of the Edward Scissorhands of lemurs. Habitat. These creepy cool critters live only in the rainforest of Madagascar, often in the treetops, away from predators and, unfortunately, superstitious humans who see them as bad omens. Diet and feeding habits. The ai's diet is wild. It's an insectivore that uses percussive foraging, tapping on wood to find hollow spots where grubs hide. Then it gnaws a hole with its teeth and uses that freaky finger to pull them out. 4. Behavior. Ai are nocturnal and solitary. They spend the night leaping from tree to tree and the day snoozing in leaf nests. They're snaky, mysterious, and low-key loners. 5. Reproduction. Female ai give birth to one baby after about 5 months of pregnancy. Babies cling to their mothers for months and reach adulthood in about 2 to 3 years. It's a slow-paced, chill life. 6. Survival skills. That long middle finger is not just freaky, it's also effective. Plus, ai's have ever-growing teeth like rodents, which they use to gnaw through bark and wood. 7. Interaction with other species. They're pretty antisocial. They avoid other ai's unless it's mating season and don't interact much with other species unless you count bugs as enemies. 8. Cultural impact. In Malagasy folklore, ai's are considered omens of death. Some communities believe seeing one brings doom, which sadly has led to people killing them on sight. Conservationists are working hard to change perceptions and save their forest homes. 10. Fun fact or myth. They're the only primates that use echolocation like tapping to hunt. Imagine a lemur that taps trees like a woodpecker, except it's using its freaky finger like a sonar device. Meet the pangolin, found in Asia and Africa. The pangolin looks like a pine cone with legs. It's the only mammal fully covered in keratin scales, the same stuff as your nails. When threatened, it curls into a tight, nearly impenetrable ball. Habitat. Pangolins live in tropical forests, savannas, and sometimes dry deserts, depending on the species. They're found across parts of Africa and Asia and are expert diggers and climbers. Diet and feeding habits. They are insectivores with super long sticky tongues, some longer than their entire bodies. They slurp up ants and termites by the thousands. No teeth? No problem. Behavior. Pangolins are mostly solitary and super shy. They're also nocturnal and tend to travel miles at night in search of insect colonies. Reproduction. Pangolins usually give birth to a single pup. The baby rides on the mother's back for weeks and is protected under her body when danger strikes. 6. Survival skills. Rolling into a ball is their ultimate defense. And those scales? Sharp enough to slice a lion's paw. No joke. If a predator keeps poking, the pangolin swipes with its tail. 7. Interaction with other species. Besides insects, RIP ants, pangolins don't interact much. They're ghost-like in the wild and often go unseen by humans and animals alike. 8. Cultural impact. Pangolins are considered good luck in some cultures, but are also victims of illegal wildlife trade. Their scales are falsely believed to have medicinal properties, especially in traditional Asian medicine. 9. Conservation status. Tragically, all 8 pangolin species are threatened, some critically endangered. They're poached for their meat and scales despite global bans on pangolin trade. 10. Fun fact or myth. A pangolin's tongue can be over 16 inches long, longer than its body when fully extended, and it retracts all the way into its chest cavity. Talk about weird anatomy. Okay, folks, after 10 wild facts for each, it's time for the ultimate showdown. Let's play What If? What if scenarios? Who would win in a race? The eye is agile in the treetops, but pangolins are surprisingly fast on land. If it's a tree race, eye wins. On the ground, pangolin all the way. Which one would make a better pet? Neither, honestly. They're both wild and endangered. But in a totally imaginary world, eyes are spooky and smart. Pangolins are calm, armored couch potatoes. Who would you want guarding your snacks? Which is more resilient? Pangolins have built-in armor and can survive harsh environments, but eyes are clever, adaptable, and uniquely evolved. Tough call. What do you think? All right, wildlife warriors, who wins the weird off? Team eye for creepy fingers and lemur brains? Or Team Pangolin for armor and tongue powers? Drop your vote in the comments and tell us who's weirder, who'd win a jungle obstacle course, and which one deserves more love. Smash that like button if you learned something new, subscribe for more wild animal face-offs, and hit the bell so you never miss a matchup. Until next time, stay curious, stay weird, and protect the planet. You can do this.